Welcome to Good Mythical More. I'm glad you're here. We have these paddles and they say, face head on or move on, and we've got decisions to be made.
Yeah, that's right.
Honestly, I don't know what we're about to do.
Well, we're about to boogie down now.
Okay. We boogied down, dude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I must admit to something.
Face head on. You don't know either what we're doing.
I didn't know. I guess I just didn't really even think about the definition of chip on your shoulder. For some reason in my mind, I never thought too hard about it, but I was like, it's like an arrogant person. I don't know why that was the definition in my mind. Like, oh, he's got a real chip on his shoulder. Like he, you know,
like a colonel or something.
What you're asking? Are you asking what a chip on your shoulder really
means?
means?
No, I'm telling you, I just learned.
She knows now.
Essentially, somebody's holding a grudge. That's the chip.
But you didn't know that.
But I just didn't. It's not a phrase that I encounter often. And when I did, it made sense that like that person had a chip on their shoulder. They're a jerk. Okay. They're an arrogant jerk is what I thought.
Really? Well, I'm going to start using it more often then. I'll start trying to use it monthly.
Yeah, well, how do you use I mean, it's a very specific use case is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I think I've said it before, like, you know, I'll be like, I mean, we try not to make it seem like we've got a chip on our shoulder because we're like, you know, just internet guys, you know.
Yeah.
You'd have to have multiple chips.
Perfect
multiple
example.
Shoulders.
Recently, one of my sons made friends with another kid.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's very, you know, I was very happy that finally happened. And you know, it's not unusual in LA for you to find out that the friend that your kid has just made, their parents, they're somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they're somebody. They're doing something kind of interesting. And I find out that the parent, the dad of this kid, is like a super successful painter who sells paintings for like over $500,000 per painting.
Wow.
Okay, so there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And so then, and so I'm talking to Jesse about it. I was like, you know what? Maybe I won't tell him I'm a YouTuber. I'll tell him I'm a musician. you know, because I got a chip on my shoulder, Stevie. Not that I'm arrogant.
Yeah,
but
you're a real jerk.
When you're getting to know a painter who's selling paintings for $500,000, you're just like, I'm a YouTuber. You know, there's a
broader
that you're not getting
definition then. It's an act of holding a grudge or grievance that readily provokes disputation.
Oh.
See, you're not quite.
I guess my understanding is not quite right. But would you have said the way I described it is your understanding of it? Like, I got a chip on my shoulder about this.
Okay, now here's a completely different definition.
Feeling like you were owed something.
To have an angry or unpleasant attitude or way of behaving caused by a belief that one has been treated unfairly in the past.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's my definition.
Yes,
this painter has not treated me unfairly yet.
Yeah, see, that wasn't quite, quite it. Well, okay, here's what we're doing.
$500,000
we asked the mythical beast, plural.
That's where it starts, by the way.
Essentially, if they were holding grudges, if they had chips on their shoulders, and they have told us some of the grudges that they are holding, and you guys have to decide, should they move on or should they confront
face it head on.
The people or things associated with
Let's
these
hear
grudges.
One. I got
At
it.
Mythical Films says, my best friend in middle school spoiled the ending of Harry Potter for me, and I literally never talked to her again.
Oh.
I think it's time for us to all move on from Harry Potter.
Ooh. What is the ending? That they were all gay, right?
Yeah, that too.
You literally never talked to her again? Dang, that's harsh. I think you gotta, so I don't know what face it head on, what does that mean? Like, she did move on. She never talked to.
Facing it would be like calling up that person, I think, and being like, listen, when you did this to me.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of the chip on your shoulder. You've got to, which is face it head on, right?
Move on means you're putting it behind you. Facing it head on means you're like going back and confronting this person. Right? If not,
Sure.
What does move on mean?
What does these mean? I don't know.
What does these mean?
What is these?
What is Ancho?
If you have a chip on your shoulder, but then you move on.
Should you move on or face head
Like
on?
you forget about it if you move on. You forget about the grudge. You decide to drop the grudge, or
Drop
you
the grudge,
decide
yeah.
in order to face the grudge.
We're both on team move on.
Okay,
Yeah, drop
that's
it.
good.
Move on.
At Camry, the HBIC.
Yeah.
My BFF in middle school asked to borrow my Britney Spears "Oops, I Did It Again" CD. Oh, we got a lot of. I have a story, and I told her no because I had it since I was 6. It was very first CD and my favorite, but she was free to borrow my other CD. She took it when I wasn't looking and didn't put it in a case, so it became extremely scratched.
Ugh.
So scratched it didn't play anymore. I still have it for sentimental reasons, but it still upsets me that she ruined my favorite CD. This happened almost 15 years ago now. Help me get over this.
You need to contact this person. 15 years is the.
I think you
we
gotta-
haven't passed the statute of limitations.
I think you got to face it head on. I think you got to ask the person to buy you.
A pristine Britney CD.
Yeah, yeah.
You can get one on eBay.
You still listening to CDs? Is that what you're doing?
That's great quality.
My sister borrowed my Britney Spears CD. And it was an earlier CD. It was Baby One More Time.
Oops, I did it the first time?
It was Baby One More Time.
Oh.
And she stepped on it accidentally and broke it right in half.
Okay. So
That's hard to do, actually.
And it really was upsetting to me.
What did you call her in that moment?
Probably like a dookie face or something.
Goopy face?
What's the worst word you've ever said to your sister?
Shut up. You know,
For some
the S
reason,
word.
the insult that's going around our house is dingus.
You know
Why
Hold on. You know
is
where this
that
came
the
from?
word?
Because Shepard's 3rd grade teacher called the students dingus, and
Lily got it from college.
all the kids started
I
calling
think
each other dingus.
It's in college now.
Well,
But that sounds playful. If someone broke your CD, you wouldn't say, you dingus.
Yeah.
is dingus
The
a
rage.
college?
The rage.
It's a college thing now.
I thought it was a 3rd grade teacher thing.
I wanted to take a moment before we move to the next one. We're done with
Take a
this one,
moment.
right? You got to just get a new CD if you're still listening to them. Trevor, you're talking about Trevor being a snowboard cleaner?
Polisher.
Polisher?
Yeah,
No,
the cleaner is a different.
I
word.
didn't know that you, I'm a fan of your work. I didn't realize that you were a child actor. We were as a family, we were rewatching Lord of the Rings, and in the Two Towers, I was like, Trevor is that kid who Aragorn tried to get, he gave him a sword and taught him how to use it. Google that.
Google. You got it.
Two Towers.
You
kid,
know what I mean.
Two Towers kid who gets sword.
Two Towers kid who gets sword.
Come out here, Trevor. I just want you to look.
Okay.
Is the screen on? I could look it up.
What's up, everyone?
Is that not? Is that not Trevor?
Trevor, come back out, man.
Okay,
Oh
look.
my
You played Helith, son of Hama. I think in Fellowship,
Wow.
he gets put on the
Trevor,
you
make
get put on the horse and you're leaving the burning
Can
town.
you make that face?
And then later, you're with your little sister.
Hey, dude, that could be you.
Is that not? That's you, right?
I think that kid would be older.
That's you.
Is that your-
It's not me.
Is that your
That is you.
Is that your older brother?
No. Wait, Two Towers. I was probably like 6 when that came out.
Yeah. And that kid's 12.
Haleth was a young
13.
boy of Rohan, estimated to be around 14, who was forced to fight at the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Any of this ring a bell?
He is a movie character
going.
and does not appear in the book.
Oh. So I was actually in the book version.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It looked
Tom Bombadil.
Dude, that is. If that's not you, I don't know who that is.
What? It's not me.
Say, I am Haleth, son of Hammer.
Oh, that's who that guy is today.
Yeah, so look at us now.
Now, you ever thought of doing that with your hair?
No.
You ever thought of doing that with your shirt?
No.
Ever thought of doing that with your chest hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Haleth, son of Hamel.
Is that all you needed me for?
Yep, that's it.
What about the thing that you wanted to give me? Or was that it?
I didn't want to give you anything.
That was it. That's you made a big deal about this.
Haleth, son of Hammer.
Last time we talked, you said next time you're out here.
You did say you were going to give him. You need to come on. Make it.
What the heck?
I'm giving you the gift of acknowledging.
Of an insult?
Does it not look just like him?
I mean,
I think you should give him the shirt off your back.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you should do.
Yeah, you can get one of these at mythical.com.
What?
Yeah. All
right, let's hear it now.
Full-on friendship tee.
Full on friendship. This is an actual. This is
Actual
us.
picture.
Back when we were friends.
Yeah, back in the Two Towers days.
A great movie, my favorite of the trilogy.
Really?
Yep.
That's like a pretty universally known like wrong opinion.
Yeah.
Well, it's mostly because of you.
Oh, well thank you.
Haleth, son of Hamel. All right. Let's hear another one.
Oh, that was a great t-shirt promo.
Yeah, it makes me.
If you like this shirt, mythical.com.
Yeah, you knew that already.
I think more people would buy it if you took it off and gave it to me.
I agree.
I don't know why I would do that though.
I don't know why I would do that.
Then I wouldn't have a shirt on.
And then I would be naked.
Okay.
Let's see another one.
At Ryan_Madigan. My roommate in college ate all my Little Debbie's Swiss cake rolls while I was in class. When I asked him where they were, he laughed and said, "Yo, I maxed those out." While at Walmart
them out.
a few days later, I asked if he was going to buy more, and he said, "Nah, they aren't my favorite."
Yeah, I think you got. I mean, I just think you got to be like, hey, would you mind buying, like replacing my stash? You know, it's like
Like now?
Well, let's just be
at the
realistic
time.
here.
At the time,
if
you
all
gotta
these were back-
defend yourself.
If all these were in the past, then I think we're all in move on mode, right? But let's just say that this
Last week.
just happened.
Yeah.
I think that in that case, you can't let this slide, because if a roommate gets away with something like this, the next thing you know,
They're sleeping with
your
your
girlfriend. Exactly. It always starts with a Swiss cake roll. And then it goes on to your Swiss girlfriend.
They aren't my favorite.
I mean, she
I
was
maxed her
okay.
out.
You can have her back. I realize in this scenario, it sounds very misogynistic, and it sounds like we're equating a woman with a Swiss cake roll and as if she would have no will of her own. That was just for the sake of analogy and how bad things could get. In reality, your Swiss girlfriend, would probably just say, "No, I'm not interested."
But it does happen all the time.
It does happen all the time.
So
Well, here's the thing. He
Takes two to
asked.
tango.
He said, I asked if he was going to buy more. So he did, he tried to face it and gave his roommate the opportunity.
right, but then it just seems like the response, "Nah, they aren't my favorite." It's kind of just like dumb, kind of a dumb person. But you got to really spell it out for him.
Do you? So
Just seemed
what I'm
kinda like
asking you is to reimburse me for my Swiss cake rolls.
Right.
Bud.
Right.
At San_Theron, my best friend once threw a dart in my foot. That's not the worst of it. He still has that dart from years ago, keeps it in a memorabilia box. He's still my best friend, but I worry he's biding his time to do it again. I'm on to you, Tim.
I feel like this is up to you, and you're the one who's gotten very close to hurting someone with a dart.
Well, was it his dart? I mean, he owned a dart. It hit you in the foot. What's he supposed to do? Like throw the dart away? It still is dart.
I mean, if I threw a dart at you and it hit you in the foot, I'd probably keep it in a memorabilia box.
There's something kind of sweet about it.
Yeah, I can't
kinda
hold
like
that
it.
against him.
Yeah, I like it.
So I think you got to move on. Just accept it.
Yeah, just
Be like you, Tim.
just move on. Yeah.
At dancer_A, my sister told me that pierogies were made with sheep penis when I was like 6, and I just believed that until college when someone told me, no, that's crazy. Still haven't eaten one, and I'm 28. My brain won't allow it.
Oh man, you ruined pierogies.
Well, they are sheep
You can't
penises.
move on.
That's the thing. They are made with sheep penis. Well, they're still good.
Yeah. I don't know what this means, but I'm saying that's a travesty.
Yeah. You think they should deal with it. I think you should move on and begin to enjoy pierogies, whatever that means.
I'd like to get one right now.
Maximum friendship levels achieved. The full-on friendship tee is available for you and your bestie now at mythical.com.